Hey guys, it's your humble host, or Kayla if you prefer, so I'm back with another video. We have an update for Save James. I'm going to touch upon a post that was from last month that had to do with a motion to conform and filed a bunch of BS again. Even though it was ruled against her, she's asking for the same stuff. And then I'm going to show you two new court documents because we now have a hearing. Okay, so this was from March 13th. 2020, update and filed her motion. Here's what's in her motion. Anne still believes the jury gave her sole conservatorship of the boys and that Brown was wrong to keep Kim Cook's ruling and enter it into written form. She's also trying to do away with the parent coordinator, Stacy Dunlap, or have him replaced. Anne wants exclusive rights and wants her to be the only one receiving child support. One more thing, Anne is trying to get a whole new trial altogether on top of counseling, extensive counseling for her and Jeff. That's going to cost anywhere between $4,000 to $5,000 a week. Here's the thing: for those of you who don't quite remember, Kim Cooks is out. Judge Kim Cooks is out. We now have Judge Mary Brown, who put in the memorandum, which is a verbal order, but she put it in motion to enter, so it's now in written form, which can now be challenged. However, though, she's already ruled against Anne. No, you can't have sole conservatorship. No, you can't adjust the parental time Jeff has. No, you can't have Jeff pay all the attorney fees. No to this, no to that. Anne is filing the same dumb stuff. Now, let me show you. See if I have it pulled up right here. Okay, so this is what Anne filed in a nutshell. Jeffrey Damon Younger responds to petitioner's motion to modify, correct, reform judgment. Now comes respondent Jeffrey Damon Younger, who files his response to petitioner's motion to modify, correct, or reform judgment. Let's just get to it. This case was tried to the court and jury October 15th through the 21st, 2019. Yeah, they try to have me thrown in jail twice. And the jury rendered a verdict on the two questions before them, and then the court rendered its rulings on November 24th, 2019 in a written memorandum ruling. This is a post-trial. Oh, let me remind you guys what the questions were. Number one, should there be a sole conservator? Yes. Question two, should the sole conservator be Jeff Younger? No. Now, let me remind people, because the questions are not both yes or both no, and because Anne nor her lawyers asked for Anne to have sole conservatorship and actually made it a point to demonize Jeff during the trial because he wasn't willing to co-parent. Lady doesn't want to co-parent. But anyway, so Anne didn't ask for sole conservatorship, made it a point that she wanted joint conservatorship. Yeah, right. Anyway, so those are the two questions, and that's how it was ruled. This case was tried to the order that this is the post-trial phase of this case, which is a modification proceeding originally filed by petitioner Anne Georgelis on April 6, 2018, under Chapter 156 of the Texas Family Code involving twin 7-year-old minor boys. Case went to trial on the live pleadings of the parties, and the jury was given the following two questions. Oh, well, kind of beat me to it. Or beat the thing to it. Should the current joint manager conservatorship be replaced by sole? You already know the questions. And then on January 29th, 2020, the court held a hearing on two motions. Petitioner's second amended motion to conform judgment to jury verdict, which, by the way, there's a third option, but no one's touching that with a 9-foot pole. I don't blame them, and thank God it was not brought into the equation. And respondent's motion to enter final judgment. Respondent's motion to enter was granted, and a final order was signed by the court on January 29th, 2020. Petitioner's second amendment motion to conform was denied by Judge Mary Brown of Court District 301. Now in her motion to modify, correct, reform judgment, the petitioner resurrects her arguments. This is how crazy and unhinged Anne is. From her motion to conform that the jury in effect meant to appoint petitioner as sole conservator. No, okay, no. I don't know how many times I have to say this. And you did not ask for it. You made it a point to demonize Jeff. Many of us were there, including me. So, no. You were such a control freak. Anyway, the first hurdle for petitioners making this argument again is that it already has been rejected. So yeah, pretty much saying that she's filing for the same garbage. Can you just have it dismissed? She's trying to get Jeff to have limited possession. That technically, because of the ruling that was put into motion and interwritten in form, they're supposed to have 50-50. Right now, as far as I know, Jeff still does not have that because his counselor, Linda Threets, has not signed off on it. So that's supposed to start in June. It was originally supposed to start in January, but BS happened. And so it's hopefully going to start in June, if not sooner. I don't know what's going to happen after the hearing. I really don't. These two docs are going to be added because there's a second one we're going to look at. I'm not going to read all of this, but you pretty much get the gist. Oh, here's a new trial bit. Oh, this is important because Anne is trying to get a whole new trial, but it's going to go underneath the same judge. Here's what Anne and her Barbie doll lawyers do not understand. Is if she gets a new trial, it's going to be heard by Judge Mary Brown. She's going to have all that stuff given to Judge Mary Brown. Because here's the thing, they appealed it, and appeals got denied, got thrown back to Judge Mary Brown. So because originally it was Kim Cooks got recused, and that's how Judge Mary Brown came on. There was an appeal, whatever. So I'm trying to remember the series of events. It's like I said. But anyway, Judge is going to be Judge Mary Brown of 301 District, Dallas, Texas, if there is a new trial. I don't think there's going to be, hopefully not. But yeah, so that'd be the new judge, the one that pretty much smacked Anne with no. Anyway, petitioner's assertion that there's insufficient evidence to support the court's order is misplaced. No, as the court and jury heard the sworn testimony of dozens of witnesses, including several experts for each side, which, by the way, let me remind the good people that Odin Neal, which is Jeff's lawyer, managed to back every single one of Anne's experts into a corner. And what I'll do for you guys too, if you guys want to see all the notes from the hearing, I will find that tweet because it's in my previous videos. If you go in the hearing days, you can go back to those. But you'll see what was all said. O'Neill backed every one of her experts into a corner, and the two freaking psychopaths that she was supposed to have on as expert witnesses. One of them is Olson Kennedy. I forget the first name, and the other was like Reinhardt or something. So Olson Kennedy is the one that was telling people it's okay if girls have a double mastectomy, and then Reinhardt, I believe the last name is. It's been a while. She was one that was caught and videotaped telling other psychiatrists to push the suicide card for parents who were hesitant in letting their child transition. So yeah, psycho. Notice how all this crap is being pushed by women? My gender. Yay. Okay, so let's get back to this because we do have another doc to go over. Benefit over 100 child exhibits and also important testimony of the court-appointed custody value doctor Benjamin of Britain, who, by the way, let Anne do whatever she wanted because she's a efficient. The petition also argues that the successor judge cannot make findings of fact, yet petitioner created her own dilemma by seeking recusal of the trial judge for actions that occurred subsequent to the trial, and the petitioner now complains that the successor judge that she requested cannot make findings of fact in the case. The trial judge that heard the case issued a written memorandum that explains in great detail the findings of the court that form the basis of its ruling, so even though there would not be a formal findings of fact filed by the court, petitioner has ample information from which to formulate her points of error on appeal should she choose to do so. So pretty much, in a nutshell, Anne's the one that got Kim Cooks recused and tossed out. Pretty much, this judge was chosen in a way by Anne. Not directly, there's a little process to that, but yeah. So Anne bit off more than what she could chew, thought she could get herself a judge that could give her everything, because Kim Cooks was doing that for a while until the trial of October of last year, and that's when things kind of changed. And there was a lot of us who put forth a very great effort. We got the word out as far as we could. Anyway, let me continue. So it is a prayer wherefore all premises, all duly considered, respondent Jeffrey Younger prays that upon notice and hearing that the court deny in all respects the petitioner's motion to modify, correct, or reform, or an alternative for new trial, and the court award respondent reasonable fees and costs. So pretty much part of that ruling too is that both Anne and Jeff pay their own attorney's fees. Now here's the thing. Here's the beautiful irony of this. So, in my opinion, Anne's a money grubber. Okay? So, she's been trying to get Jeff to pay everything. She's been trying to financially cripple him. If you guys have followed along this ride since my coverage began in 2018 of December, you guys remember the documents we went over. Jeff had his truck taken away from him, said that oh my gosh, I'm having such a brain fart. I've had such a long day. The title for it was fake, which never got questioned or proven in court, so whatever. And tried to threaten to have all the court documents sealed. She actually went in at one point to have that sealed, and that didn't happen because it's like, I will drop it all again. So we've been on this wild ride. You guys have seen the updates about the court hearing. Notes have been dropped, photos and things like you guys have been through this circus who has been on my channel for the past 2 to 3 years now. So we're going to go over to the notice of the hearing because there is a hearing and is a video conference no less. So petitioner's notice of hearing. Notice is given to respondent Jeffrey Damon Younger. The petitioner's motion to modify, reform, or correct judgment or alternate motion for new trial. Petitioner's motion to clarify appointed a family counselor. So she doesn't like Stacy Dunlap either. Because he's not giving her everything that she wants. She is psychotic. Or in the alternative motion to modify family counselor provision is set for the hearing via Zoom video conferencing on April 27th, 2020 at 9:30 a.m. before the district judge of 01st Judicial District Court, which is Judge Mary Brown. But yeah, so Anne and her lawyers are flipping nuts. How long am I at? 12 minutes. But yeah, so even though you have a new judge that's come in, looked at everything, and went, no, 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 and no. Here is Anne asking for the same stuff. I'm going to tell you something else too that was shared with me today, because I spoke with Jeff as soon as this was sent to me. So Anne apparently is trained to play nice, put on a pretty face for the court. So what I mean is when I say that is that apparently she's been trying to do more boy things with both James and Jude. However, here's the catch. Jude is the only one who is allowed to see his dad for a few extra hours, while James is not. Also, I was told this, is that when Jude went over, just Jude, mind you, she's not letting, for some reason, she's hell-bent on destroying this child, this boy. No idea, anyway, so when Jude went over to Jeffrey's house, he did the polite things like, hey, here's your mom, please tell her thank you for letting you come over. She didn't want to talk to him. If you guys remember talking about it, I was talking about the phone calls. Actually, no, I wrote an article about it. So these boys don't want to talk with their mom. When they start hanging out with Anne, they get off kilter because they have to put on a certain act. I've been around the boys, granted it's for a few days, but they were goofy. I took pictures, I took some videos, which made Anne and her lawyers lose their freaking mind because there was a third party, nobody coming in and confirming what everybody else was saying. All along, all the photos, my photos look the same as Jan's, look the same as the Scott's. Just all natural photos. We take them in the background, just, So, yeah. This is happening. As far as I know, there's nothing else going on. I do not know what's going to happen of this. So, the 27th, is this going to be public? No. I know what the Zoom video conferencing is, and I don't think there's any way you could do that public. It's not that I know of. If it is public somehow, some way, I will tweet it out. Um, but yeah, I will keep you guys posted. Donation link is going to be in the description below. For those of you who are not aware yet, we had to switch to a different donation link altogether because GoFundMe, sorry about that, somebody was legit messing with Jeff's account, the GoFundMe. It'd become unfrozen, and then someone else would turn on and freeze it again. So some others went researching and found it. It's give and get. Please donate. Please retweet. Please reshare. So I'm hearing some funny news in the background. But yeah, get this out because yeah, there is a trial. It's going to be a video conference, and fingers crossed the same ruling as before. And no. So far, this Judge Mary Brown, has proven to be reasonable and is seeing through the BS, and I'm hoping she will see through Anne's BS of, oh, I'm going to be nice to the boys, but I'm only going to let one boy go over to his dad's, and when he's over there, I don't want to talk to him. So anyway, you guys have a good night. Get this out. And as far as you can reach it, okay? You guys have a good night, okay?